Sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Here we go, son.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Fights off the defender. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On play action, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6, and it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. Looking to throw on second down, Fields. Buying time to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Fields on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The Bears at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
On second down, here's Fields. Steps around. Pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. There's Mooney with another catch. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Smith. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. He's still on his feet. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Fournette. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Gets past one man. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Bears 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
Well, for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open. And that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Again, Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. 21 yards there on third down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 right at the 40. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Fields. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown Bears! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Conley, he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Geno. And his pass incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Off of play action, here's Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Chicago! Justin Fields, 38 yards. And the Bears have broken the tie. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man here, Sims complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a handoff up the middle. Conley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third down and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Conley, and he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. Fielded just inside the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
7-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go, side.
This is 2nd and 8.
Angel, Angel, Angel. Right.
Here's Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
On first down, Fields.
And he's got it. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try now for Patterson.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The final shot here before break. Smith. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Vikings 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Up the middle they go. Conley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Conley. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, Conley. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play action. It's Smith. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. B.J. Hill able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The defense was ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to end.
And now off off to the races down the right side. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
On first down, it's Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
After the interception, here's Smith. Caught here by Conley. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bears will get the football back. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, son.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Mooney, the motion man right.
Chips clear. Hey, 551. 11. Easy.
Out of the gun, Fields. Finding space at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Hey, K.
From the 50, here's Fields. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Smith's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Fields going to keep it running right.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Slot man moves right.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Patterson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Back to throw, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Now Gino. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one in